Howdy folks, Zelgrax here. Welcome to Europa Universalis 4, and we are trying something, very challenging. I have, I don't know, 600 plus hours in EU4. I've only played the game through from start to finish once, which was my first successful game with any country, which was with Spain. Where I didn't get world conquest, but I certainly conquered most of the world. Sip of coffee. Today, we are starting out as the Republic of Zorograxia. Now, that is not a real place. This comes as a surprise to some of you, but that's not a real place. We are combining several custom nation achievements here into one. The first is Ideas Guy. Let me pull up Ideas Guy. So, Ideas Guy, you start as a custom nation with no more than 3 total development, and you have to get your monthly income to at least 500 ducats. So, this is very much from zero to hero, basically. And it just requires growth. There's nothing too challenging about that. The main challenge is that we have given ourselves the difficult position of normally you can have up to 800 points when creating a custom nation for that. However, because we're combining it with other objectives, that's not on the cards for us. The next one is first come, first serve. Starting as a Western technology custom nation, so we have Western technology here. In North or South America, we are in North America, with no more than 200 points, so there's our hard cap. Unite the 2 continents. Now when it says unite the 2 continents, it means literally own yourself, with cores, every single province that counts as North or South America. So that includes, and I'll hover over it when we get into the game, but it includes all of the Caribbean, all of North America, all of South America, all of the little bits stuck on the side. That is probably the most challenging part of this. Or is it? Let's look at the third one, which explains our name. I did not type that. Let's try that again. Rekindling the Flames. Starting as a Zoroastrian custom nation, Zoroastrian, hence Zorograxia, with no more than 200 points and a maximum of 5 provinces, rekindle the royal fires. Now, that in and of itself doesn't sound too bad. However, rekindling the fires requires us to own some very specific provinces on the other side of the world, in the sort of Persia area. So we're going to have to sort of reverse conquest into Europe, and then over. Get into Persia, fight whichever power is strongest there at the time. Usually the Ottomans have pushed over, but you never know. Could be Timurids or Mughals by that point. Yeah, so that is probably the the first challenge will be taking over the Americas, and then we will. As long as we do that well, the Ideas Guy should just happen as we work towards taking over the Americas and then taking over the Persian lands. So let's take a look at our custom nation. We have a nice little flag featuring the symbol of Zoroastrian faith. Just kind of made sense to me to do that. It's a nice color. We've got a nice map color. We are the Republic of Zorograxia. We have our ruler here, Zelgrax I of the Scuderia dynasty. That's just a little nod to my Motorsport Manager playthrough. And he's rubbish. But here's the thing. When you are a republic, you get to replace your leaders fairly regularly. So the fact that he's rubbish doesn't really matter. We've given him expansionist because we are colonizing. We've given him loose lips because we don't care if we detect foreign spies, and we're giving him malevolent because we don't think it's going to be around long enough for liberty desire to be too much of an issue. We come with mind culture, which hopefully will help conquer Mexico. Zoroastrian faith, Western technology. Now, the only thing I am wondering, oligarchy. This is an option. I don't like the hit to absolutism quite so much. What does this give us? Yearly army tradition? Not sure about that one. I don't have any points to play with here, so it can only be a 0. That's why we're sitting on a military dictatorship. I like the ones where you can kind of choose your leader. And republics are kind of perfect for something like this because we can just keep adjusting where we need to have our points. Let's look at our ideas here, because what we could do is if we take 10 points off here, does that give me? That gives me the Ambrosian Republic. What's this? Tax modifier, morale of armies, and governing capacity. Okay, we're gonna do that instead. We're gonna be an Ambrosian Republic. I think I prefer that. I quite like the sprites we've got going on here. They're very cool. Okay, so let's look at ideas. We start with a colonist and global settler increase. Again, this is very much geared towards rapid growth. We are going to go into debt early. I can tell you that much now. To try and offset that, we have some tax increase and maintenance reduction. We have some technology reduction here. Diplo relations, so that we can use vassals to help kind of control areas. More tech reduction. Income from vassals, since we know we're probably going to have some of those, and then we'll just slowly annex them over time. And then finally, just siege ability, because that's always useful. It's obviously going to take a while to get to this point. We are starting an empire rank because you have to be an empire for the final achievement. I mean, it does free up 30 points. We might not need to be an empire, you know. And if we weren't an empire, then that would mean we could take one of these ones that's 40. Does that help us? Does that give us anything we would like? What's a Dutch Republic? Trade efficiency, heavy ship compatibility. I mean, that doesn't help us. We don't care about mercs. No, I think we're happy with where we are. Being pirates would be fun, but we don't have a port to begin with. Venetian, an extra merchant. Well, I think we're going to have more than we need. Corruption reduction is actually very nice. This one's kind of tempting. No, let's stick with where we're at. Okay. Let's dive in. So we're going to select, and we're going to go, and we're going to hit Iron Man, and we're going to call this Zorograxia. Okay. So, we are right near the Mexican area, so we're getting information on Mexico. Recent years have seen the rise of the Aztec Triple Alliance in the Valley of Mexico, while the Tarascan Empire has similarly started to expand their domain in the west. Further east, the Yucatan Peninsula is home to the fractured remains of the Mayan Empire and the recently collapsed League of Mayapan. So, it's worth noting that because we are Mayan, we really do have the ability to try and bring some of these guys as friends early, and that's very good for us. Religion. The Zoroastrian faith gives the following modifiers. Trade efficiency, plus 10%, very nice. Tolerance of the true faith, plus 2. We're not going to find very many Zoroastrians out there, unfortunately. You can find it in Iran, but that's it. Government. So we'll be, because we're a great republic, we will be selecting our new ruler. And unless we get someone very young, we'll probably just keep rotating out, especially early on. And yes, obviously, we're playing in North America, so we start out in isolation from the rest of the world. Now, we have these 10 lovely ships here. We have 3 cogs. We had 3 cogs. I mean, I don't know. Does anyone want to buy these? If I was to... Economic. They can't buy ships. Well. Okay. I tell you what, let's just for a second test this. Okay, I just want to see, oops. If we are protecting, yeah, we actually lose money here by doing this. Which seems not really worth it. Now, could we privateer somewhere? Yes, we could. Okay. Well, I'll hang about then. If we're privateering Mexico, we're making a profit. Excellent. Okay, so we're doing that. We are going to make our useless leader a general. He's actually not that bad. We're going to get rid of this horse immediately because he's expensive. We will recruit one more. In fact, we'll recruit again, and we need to set a native policy. We're going to go with no native uprising chance because we're going to be moving through native terrain. We don't really want to get stabbed on the way through. We're going to take one of these guys. I'm going to walk over to Chirimacha. And the reason we're walking over to Chirimacha is this is a natural harbor as well as an estuary. So this is a perfect place to colonize. It is also 10 development. Remember, we start with 3. So there's a big increase in development. And we're going to be really focusing on driving that up. We have low crown land. What we're going to do is we're going to summon Diet. Are we gaining prestige? No, we're losing prestige, so we don't want to do that. So we either do production or tax. I think we'd rather do tax, to be honest. And that'll actually gain us some prestige. Yeah, we're going to do this one. And the reason we want to activate that is so that we can then seize land and stop getting those negatives. Our financial situation is tight. Let's remove our army maintenance. We are also going to come over to the estates, merchant guilds. Let's please take... okay, this just increases influence. So I don't think this will affect privateering, so we're not going to do that actually. Control over monetary policy. No, that's not the one we want. We want the one where they give us money. Do we not have that option? We are going to do grant new world charters, and we're going to do establish new world missions. And that will help with our colonization here. I think we're almost ready to start. When we get this above 40, we're gonna use this one fairly extensively to raise money because we're going to be struggling for money early. All right, merchants. Yes. We are for now going to collect here. We're not able to collect here, so unfortunately the Rio Grande is the wrong kind of end node. There's an end node in the wrong direction. So we are going to instead push out and the goal will be to really dominate the Caribbean node and push everything there, I think. We'll see how that goes. And diplomat-wise, we're going to start spying here, because this is some easy ground for us to take. We are also going to look for alliances. So if we come here, yeah, I was wrong. We're not ready to start yet. That was a complete lie. So these guys are ready to ally us immediately. It would be good to have some friends over here. However, this is probably some of the easiest territory we can take. So instead of that, let's look at who these guys are not friends with. They're rivals with Chichimeca. Okay. So they will be friends with us pretty easily. Let's go ahead and improve relations there. And let's start building a spy network here as well. And there's no reason not to really crank this up. And you can see, as we tick over into the new month, we're getting a lot of information here. Let's adjust this to best guess. Don't know why we're getting information about Austria. So, yes, we're starting to lose a ducat a month. Which is not ideal, obviously. However, in the long run, I think it's going to work out for us. And to an extent, there is a certain amount of sitting and waiting. Oh, this is bad. That did not happen in my previous playthrough. Lipan stayed sort of independent, basically. Lipan joining up with anyone else means conquest becomes a lot harder. But we will we'll deal with that as we can, really. For now, we just slowly watch our coffers drop. Alright, 1.32 already. Gosh. Don't know that there's really anything else we can do. Let's just take a quick look here. We definitely want this colony to grow as quickly as possible. Let's see if the merchants can do anything else for us. Oh, there's the 5-year loans. We'll take this when we start getting low on money, simply because these loans are better than the other ones that would normally be available. We may choose to take this. I don't like the power cost going up, so we'll need to revoke it, but that may be beneficial. Let's see, clergy. Not worried about missionary maintenance cost. Okay, there's nothing there. Nobility. We will go ahead and grant this one, just to keep these guys happier. I think that's going to be beneficial for us. Not going to lose stability right now. We will go ahead and fabricate a claim here on Lipan, and we'll pull back from there. And then I assume if we were to declare war for conquest, yeah, Creek and Caddo would join in. That's not a fight we can win right now. It's unfortunate. Merchant died. We would gain some prestige, but we're just losing that rate of knots anyway. Let's just take some money. Thank you. Need all the money we can get. How do these guys feel about us? They will ally us, and they are also allied to Tonola. So let's move over to Tonola, these guys, and let's start convincing them that they want to be friends. Okay, lost a little bit of influence. That's not going to affect too much, I don't think. I'm really hoping to get some more events here for well, some events. I don't think we've had any yet for our colony. If we just look at it here quickly. We are gaining 50 a year with a 20% chance of generating extra. So 50 a year, that's 20 years. That's a long time. We would like it to go faster than that, and the main way that that would happen is through, well, I guess we have a 1 in 5 chance of this happening each month, but also through the events that drop in 100, 200, whatever. I'm going to go ahead and take the loans now from the merchants. Don't like that we lose trade efficiency, but these are cheap loans, and they keep us going for another 20 odd months. How do these guys feel about us? We're getting there. Okay, Lipan moved. That's to be expected, I suppose. Given the we still have the claim on this empty province, which is essentially useless. Okay, furs over here, not worth a huge amount, unfortunately. Let's go ahead and just take this up a couple of notches, just to make sure that it does show us having more military presence. Because I know in order to trigger these events, you have to have military there. So we're just waiting to see, we're waiting to see what happens here, really. If we can trigger some of these events. Are you guys just sitting there? Okay, so we're very eager to get rid of this guy. Let's go for bureaucrat. And I say that because tech-wise, let's just pause here. Tech-wise, we're at level 3 across the board. Everyone here is at level 1. So we have a big tech advantage. I'd like to push for Mil Tech 4. That would be great. However, we want money-making schemes to save us, basically. So we are actually going to focus here. He's tolerant. That may be useful. I don't know. And we're going to push to try and get some ideas going as well. Start getting things like the tax modifier and so on, the better. Okay, so he's done there, and they still don't want to become my friend. Well, that's annoying, isn't it? I don't know that there's anything I can do to convince them that they want to join, actually. Yeah, no. Let's see who would be willing. Yokotan? You know what? Sure. I'm okay with that. Let's just have a couple of folks willing to help. I guess we might as well, for now, build a spy network here. Just so we have the option. Why aren't these guys... Ah, there we go. An event, finally. These guys don't appear to be privateering. They're just sitting there. They stopped again. Could you perhaps actually do your job? Because I don't want to keep you guys if you're not going to do your job. Yeah, they keep stopping. Why is that happening? Let me see if I can figure that out. Please hold. just looking to see. I wonder if it's because we can't technically reach it. Yeah, I'm not sure what's happening. Because there's no point in privateering the ones where we're collecting. That's counterproductive. And protecting trade, we actually lose money because of the cost to keep these guys going. So I think at the very least, we get rid of half of them. I guess we will keep some. See if they actually keep moving here. They do. Okay. So that at least strengthens our position here at home. Yeah, we're up to 31% now. So it keeps more money in the family, as it were. And our plan is... we're just going to lose the... We'll lose the trade power there, it's fine. So Cato have now moved away from us as well. So we currently have no enemies on the borders. But yeah, plan at the moment is to link these two up. We're going to continue going in debt for quite a while, unfortunately. I believe this is still the most beneficial way for us to go about this. Time will tell. Once we get Chitamacha up and running, I think we'll be feeling a lot more confident in our position. It'll generate significantly more funds. Renaissance has started. That's unfortunate because now everything's going to start getting more expensive. We do not anticipate getting the Renaissance anytime soon. How much is this? 54. I'm going to go ahead and pop this. Completing this, getting us loyalty and prestige. And also more money. We're now taking 7 ducat loans. Let's just continue with bureaucrats for now. Good, he's an embezzler. That's lovely. Go ahead and become a general so that you can die quickly. He's not a good general, is he? Gosh. Oh, nearly there, nearly there. And we can take a little while to sort of recover once we have finished this colony. We can kind of recover, or we can continue going deeply into debt. Oh my goodness. Okay, so the cost to gain stability is more than 100 admin, I would imagine. Let's just confirm this. It's going to be about 100, give or take. But we need admin more right now, so I'm just going to take the Diplo hit. Okay. So now we're making money. Because we have completed our first colony. The wonderful swamp of Chitamacha. Now, they're making requests. They just want to boost the capital. I think here we go with production next. Here I don't need Republican tradition, so I don't mind losing that. We're gaining it plenty quickly enough. So we'll just recover a little bit here. Pay off some loans. Let's just pay every loan we can here. And just looking at development, we have a 3, a 3, a 4, a 4, a 5. So I think we just want contiguous land, though. That would be nice. We also would like to take Barado here so we can start working in towards this area. They do have friends, unfortunately. which is not good. So we need to bear that in mind. We are not currently in a position where we can fabricate on them. We could technically support rebels, but they don't have any, so never mind. So I think we can already take tech. Let's take that immediately. Not that we can build a temple anytime soon, but we're going to keep working towards tech and take an idea, and then we're going to switch over. And I mean, exactly which one we take is tricky. We don't have the funds to support a lot of this, so taking something like economic ideas is actually quite appealing. Let's just keep taking money, thank you. I think we might take Barado next with the idea of strengthening, like creating an initial, like working towards our more aggressive expansion here. Let's just keep repaying these loans. We have 0 power projection. That's because we have 0 rivals. Oops, wrong one. We have 0 rivals available to us. So Lipan has moved, and oh, they're up here in Tejas. Yep. Just keep repaying, and we can take government reform. Let's see what we can take. We can take authoritarianism, reduce unrest. We have no unrest right now. Political dynasties. You get a random +1 bonus, and you can re-elect from the ruling family. That's actually really nice. Or Republican tradition. Well, as we've seen, we're not really having issues with Republican tradition right now. Political dynasties is kind of nice. It gives you a chance to get a better option. So we will do that. This guy is 50. And because we have elections every, 4 years, I think. Does it say? No, I think it's every 4 years, though. So that being the case, we feel absolutely no need to re-elect that guy. We'll just replace him. Again, perfect opportunity here. We're not using our Republican tradition for anything else. It's going up 1 per year anyway. So here we go. Here's a choice. We can either keep this guy, and that costs 10 Republican tradition, or we can take his relative, who is a complete and utter muppet. 001. No. Let's. Having said I wasn't going to keep this guy. No, it doesn't make sense. He's not. You know. I think. For now. So we get a 4-1-2, which is lovely, and we get discipline, which is also lovely. Yes, keep repaying those loans. In fact, just repay them all. How many do we have left? 3. See, we're actually paying them off surprisingly quickly. That said, I think we're almost at the point where we want to start work on this. So let's do this. This is 1 mercantilism for 25 Diplo. That's a very good rate. I don't mind doing that. We do want to make this into a state, because we're going to have reduced autonomy here. Yeah, we have no autonomy basically. We're not using our manpower, so we can lose that. And I believe, we have a mission fulfilled. High income. No reason to use that right now. Yeah, don't have very good missions here at all. That's fine. They're just the base missions. Custom nations typically don't get an awful lot, in fairness. So, that is fine. It wants us to, one of these is to just reunite the Rio Grande region, which we'll be doing anyway. So, For those watching on Twitch, I'm still here. For those watching on YouTube, I will see you next time. Thank you very much for watching. Bye-bye.